Thank you for joining me for this morning's yoga practice. My name is Sade, and I'll be guiding you through a 30-minute session. If you would please just grab onto a couple of props. If you have any yoga blocks, grab about 2. If not, you can grab on a stack of books and you can use those throughout the practice. Also, if you like, you can grab onto a strap. Again, you may or may not need this, so just hold on to it just in case. You can place it to the side. If you would like to, you can join me in a comfortable seated position. And if you like, you can sit on top of your block, just as I am, as we take this time to check in with the body. So slowly closing your eyes, making sure to sit up nice and tall, allowing the air to flow easy in and out of the lungs. Placing your palms down for grounding or up to receive the love from the universe, wherever you feel comfortable. And taking this time to do a quick body scan, I always like to check in with the body, notice how it feels, without any judgment. Noticing any tension or any sore areas. Remembering to give it some love and grace as we flow through this practice. Now bring your awareness to the breath, noticing how the chest rises and falls. And taking this moment to set an intention for your practice. Being mindful, whether you're a beginner or whether you've been here before. Now coming back to the breath, we're going to take 3 collective breaths together. On the count of 4, inhale, count of 4, exhale. Start by releasing all the air from the lungs. And slowly inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. Release. 4, 3, 2, 1. 2 more times. 4, 3, 2, 1. 4, 3, 2, 1. One last time. 4, 3, 2, 1. 4, 3, 2, 1. Come back to normal breath. You may have noticed that I cited the numbers in an odd way, but that's okay. I'm human, just as you are. Regardless if we make mistakes, we move with intention. And through intention, we receive our blessings. Now slowly begin to open your eyes. I want you to bring both of your arms up towards the sky as we take a nice deep breath in. And then exhale, bring those arms down. One more time. Nice deep breath in. Leading with the chest and the heart, nice and open. And then exhale, bring them down. You're sitting on a block or a blanket. Let's move that to the top edge of your mat. We're going to use that later. We're going to come on to the tops of our knees. You could face the short edge of your mat. I'm just going to turn facing you so you can see me. And we're sitting on our legs. We're going to inhale, bring both arms up towards the sky. Turn our gaze towards the sky. If you can, bring your palms together. And then we're going to exhale, bringing those arms behind us. So I'm going to turn so you can see me from the side. And we're going to squeeze those shoulder blades together. Open up the heart and the chest here. And if you feel comfortable just staying here, we can stay right here. If you feel a little more comfortable, go a little bit deeper. We're gonna slowly exhale and start to bring the chest forward towards the legs, lifting the arms and slowly bringing your head down to the mat. If you can, allow gravity to pull your arms up and towards the head. Nice little shoulder stretch here. You can try to keep your palms together. If not, that's okay. You may have some limitation in your shoulder mobility. And this is an area we sometimes neglect. On the exhale, we're going to slowly start to bring your chest up, bring your head off the mat, and slowly sink those arms back down. Releasing both arms, nice deep breath in, bring the arms up towards the sky, and then exhale. We're going to bring the left arm across the chest, sweeping the right, and do a nice pull here, bringing that left arm across the body as much as you can and towards the right. Exhale, release. Switching sides, bring that right arm across the body, interlock that left arm, and slowly release. I'm going to inhale both arms up toward the sky. Exhale, bring both hands down to your mat into our child's pose. And from here, we're going to inhale, coming up on the knees. You might need to scoot back like myself, that's okay. And we're going to tuck those toes in and lifting the knees off the mat, but keep it nice and bent here and coming to our first downward dog. Start to pedal the feet one at a time. Take a nice deep breath here. And then slowly start to walk to the top edge of your mat. You might have to come up on your fingertips, and that's okay. Keep the knees nice and bent here, feet about hip distance apart. Allow your head to hang heavy. Take a nice deep breath in here. And then slowly sweeping both hands up. Allow your body to come up, your head to come up last. Straighten the legs as we come up to the top. Turning our gaze toward the top edge of the mat. And then exhale, bringing those arms out. Sorry, my tag is sticking out. I don't need you to know where I get my clothes from. We're gonna inhale, bringing both arms up towards the sky. And then exhale, swan down forward. Keep a nice bend here in the knees if you need to. Allow your head to hang heavy. Then we're going to inhale, lifting our chest up into that half fold here. And then exhale, come on down. Stepping back one foot at a time, coming into that high plank. Keep the wrists stacked underneath the shoulders. We're going to exhale, bending at the elbows, come all the way down on our mat, flatten the feet. We're going to inhale into our baby cobra. Nice little back bend here. Exhale, come on down. Tuck the toes, push the hips up and back into that downward dog. Be mindful where you are in your practice. If you need to, you can keep the knees nice and bent here, stay up on the toes, but slowly try to gradually bring your heels down to the mat. And we're going to slowly walk to the top edge of our mat into that forward fold. Again, keep the knees bent here if you feel comfortable. If you can start to straighten the legs, that's great. We're going to inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. We're going to inhale, sweeping those arms up. Slowly begin to rise. Press into the mat with your feet. Head and neck comes up last. Looking straight into the sky. Exhale. Releasing those arms. Inhale. Bring those arms up towards the sky. And exhale, swan dive forward. One last time. We're going to inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, release. Stepping back one foot at a time into that high plank. Exhale, bring up the elbows. Inhale, coming up into cobra. Exhale, come on down. Tuck the toes, push the hips back. Coming into that downward dog. Nice deep breath here. And then slowly walking forward to the top edge of our mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, release. Inhale, sweeping those hands forward. Slowly come on up. Allow your head to come up last. Turn your gaze toward the sky. Exhale, releasing those arms. Inhale. Raise those arms again. Exhale, swan dive forward. We're going to inhale, halfway lift. This time, we're going to step back with the left foot into our lunge. We're going to inhale, sweeping those hands forward, staying on those left toes. We're going to pivot the left foot, open it up to warrior two. We're not going to stay here long. We're going to inhale, bring those arms back up, coming back on those left toes. Exhale, bring your hands down. And you're going to bend that left knee and step forward just a little bit and straighten that right knee. Now here, we're going to come up, bringing the chest up forward. We're going to sweep the arms up, and we're going to make our chest parallel to the earth. And hold here for 3 breaths. If you like, you can grab onto a block and hold on to that block with some extra added weight. If not, that's okay, you can keep it there. If you do have the block, we're going to bring that block to the outer edge of the right foot. If you don't have the block already, you can grab onto that now. And we're going to open up into triangle. So sweeping that left arm up, reaching up towards the sky, turning our gaze towards the sky. We're pushing that left hip back, opening up the chest. And then we're going to slowly exhale, bringing that left hand down, move that block to the front edge of your mat, and then bend that left knee, step back, and drop that left knee. So we're going to come back into that lunge, that low lunge. We're going to inhale, sweeping the arms up toward the sky, and exhale as we bend back. Feel that stretch and open in the front hip flexor there. And then exhale, bringing both palms down to your mat. Tuck those toes, lift that left knee, and step forward into forward fold. You need to just walk on up. You can do that. So however you need to make the adjustment here. You're going to inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, release. Inhale, sweeping those hands forward, allowing your head to come up last. Turn your gaze towards the sky. Exhale, release those arms. We're going to come right back into it on the opposite side. Nice deep breath in. Exhale, swan dive forward. Leading with the heart in the chest. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, release. We're stepping back with the right foot this time. Sweeping the hands up towards the sky. Exhale, pivot that right foot, open up to warrior two. It's almost like one motion all together simultaneously. You're going to inhale, bring those arms back up towards the sky, coming back to those toes. Exhale, come forward with both hands, and we're going to reach for that block if we need it. So you can hold on to the block for now, stepping forward with that right foot, closing your gait just a little bit, however you feel comfortable, so that we can straighten that left leg in front. So again, you can reach for that block. Inhale, lifting the heart and the chest with that extra added weight, or you can Just use your arms. Hold here for 2 more breaths. I'm here with you. Now reach for that block. Bring that to the outer edge of your left foot. We're going to inhale, open up the heart and the chest, sweeping that right arm towards the sky. And slow triangle pose. It's a nice little twist here. Make sure to breathe. You feel some tension in the neck, you can turn your gaze towards the earth. And let's slowly bring both arms down. Remove that block. Inhale, pressing into that left foot. Release that right foot and step back just a little bit, bending that left knee, bringing that right knee down to the mat. Flatten the foot. And inhale, raising both arms. Exhale, release into that back bend. Inhale, come forward. Come back on those right toes. We're gonna bend that right knee and then bounce and step forward into that forward fold. We're gonna inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, release. Inhale, sweeping both arms forward, a slight bend in the knees, coming up to that standing position. Exhale, releasing both arms. We're gonna inhale, reach towards the sky, exhale, swan dive forward. One last time, inhale, halfway lift. If you haven't noticed, this is my favorite transition. Exhale, forward fold, and then step back. 1 foot at a time, coming into that plank. Exhale, come on down, hover over the floor, and we're gonna inhale, lift up into upward dog. If you don't feel comfortable in upward dog, just go right into cobra. And then exhale, pushing the hips back. Dropping both knees. Crossing at the ankles and slowly sit your sits bone on the earth. Extend both legs here. Just want to give a brief moment to the ankles and the feet, which we don't often really give much attention to intentionally. So you're gonna bring your toes towards your face, flexing the feet. And on the exhale, you're gonna point your toes. So slowly reverse, bringing those toes towards the face. And if you like, you can sort of like pull as if you're like pulling an invisible string, and then release, pointing the toes. And then pull them one more time towards the face. Really spread those toes. Give them some space. Wear shoes all day, they're cramped up. Gotta give them some space. And then release, pointing that those toes. Now come back to a neutral position and start to rotate the feet in the same direction. You can go to the left, to the right, whatever feels comfortable, wherever your body takes you. And then slowly start to go in the opposite direction. Some nice little circles here. And then come back to stillness. I'm gonna inhale, bring both arms towards the sky. Exhale, sink forward. Now, if you feel your edge, if you start to bend here, you want to stop wherever you're bending. You want to engage the core, hinge at the hips. You don't want to curl in the spine here. You want to remain nice and tall and straight. So if you need to stop here, at the shins, that's okay. At the ankles, wherever you reach your edge. And of course, you can use your strap, as I suggested at the beginning, if you need it. strap will go at the center of the feet. Slowly release, come on up. And I'm just gonna scoot a little bit on my mat. Engage your core as you slowly come on down, palms facing up. We're gonna lay flat on our mat. If you're gonna create a pillow in the back of the head, we're gonna do a little bit of core work here. So we're gonna inhale, bringing both legs up, engage your core, tuck your tailbone in, so your back is nice and flat on the mat. Keeping your toes pointed here. We're gonna bring one foot down at a time. So starting with the left, slowly bring your left foot down, and then slowly bring it back up. Come over to the right, bring that leg up. 3 more times. Starting with the left, come back up. 2 more times. Coming back to the left, come back up. 1 more time. Really engage your core. Don't allow your lower back to lift off the mat. And keeping both feet up together. We're gonna bend at the knees and tap the toes, the big toe on the mat. So keeping your knees together, nice and bent here. Bring your toes to the mat, and then bring it back up. Keep them at a 90-degree angle. Bring them down, back up. 3 more times. Bring them down, back up. All the while we're engaging that core. 2 more times. Bring them down, back up. And we don't want to hold them down on the ground. We just want to tap and go. Bring it back up. Straighten your legs 1 more time. And this time we're going to spread the legs apart. So take a nice deep breath in, and then exhale, spread them open. Inhale, bring them back. Spread them open. Inhale, bring them back 3 more times. Spread them open. Bring them back. We're engaging the abductors, the core. 1 more time. And bring them back. Bend your knees, hug them in towards your chest. If you can, bring your head off the mat. Tuck your chin for a nice squeeze here. And then slowly release. Bring your feet down to the wide edge of your mat. Again, you can create that pillow on the back of the head. And we're going to drop the knees from one side to the other to give some relief. That lower back to the hips. Some nice little windshield wipers here. Take your time. This is not a race, so you don't need to rush through it. And then releasing both legs. We're going to do a quick spinal twist here. So if you release your arms, we're going to inhale, bringing that right knee into the chest. Using just the left hand, crossing the body, extend with the right arm. And turn your gaze towards the right shoulder. You might even have a nice little crack here and there. Your body is coming back to alignment. Inhale, bring that knee back to the center. Release that right leg, and then inhale, bring that left knee into the body. Using just your right hand, we're going to cross the body with that knee, turning our gaze towards the right shoulder. We're going to inhale, come back to center. Bring both knees in one last time, this time keeping your head on the mat. And for a nice squeeze here. Slowly releasing all limbs, palms facing up. Allow your body to melt into the earth, relaxing your shoulders, pulling them away from the ears. As we find rest, stillness, and peace in our Shavasana. As always, I like to suggest if you feel comfortable staying here a little bit longer, you can choose to pause here. For those of you ready to move forward, start to bring awareness into the body. Start to wiggle the toes and the fingers, rotating the wrists and the ankles. And extend both arms above the head for a full body stretch, pointing your toes, reaching with your hands. And then make your way over to the right side of your body into fetal position. And then slowly come up, joining me back into that cross-legged, comfortable seated position. Closing your eyes. Facing your palms up on your knees. Take this moment to come back to that intention set at the beginning of class. Speaking that existence in your mind. Remember, you can carry that intention throughout the day, throughout your weekend. It doesn't have to end here. Now bringing your palms together, hands at heart center. We're going to end with one collective breath. Inhaling through the nose, exhaling through the mouth. With the 4 count. Slowly releasing all the air from the lungs. Begin to inhale. 4, 3, 2, 1. And release. 1, 2, 3, 4. As always, I'd like to thank you for allowing me to guide you through this morning's practice. As always, I appreciate your presence, and I hope that you appreciate yourself. Have a wonderful and amazing weekend. Namaste.